We're gonna make fairy wings this weekend. I have minimal plan, but after work today, I'm going to go get all the material I need, which is everything. And tomorrow, I'm gonna draw and shape the wire, and then hopefully on Sunday, I can like make the entire thing. Can't be the end of all that summer had to say what little. But I gotta go to work first, and then we're going to the mall. Like the wing of a sparrow or a plane drops down a couple feet again to catch the wind that still remains, but I'm left breathless anyway. I thought the world ended in March until I heard the doorbell ring. Just me here standing in the dark, but I'll light up everything again. This can't be the end. This can't be the end. It's soldering. I'm in the bottom section. Where are we supposed to find wire? I think it might be a Michael's thing. I had to ask for help because I couldn't find it. I found it. Getting out of here. Go to the craft store. Clearance section. This will be fun. This one shifts between blue and green. Not the color scheme I wanted, but violet, blue, green. Yes, this is what I want. With purple. For video. Okay. I'm gonna get these because they're on clearance. And they have a purple green. But do I want purple green or do I want clear or regular holographic? I changed my mind. I'm gonna do these holographic. Side quest! Oh my god, side quest! We're going to the thrift shop! We're going to the freaking thrift shop! The boots in the fabric section. Fabric! And then I biked home because I can't drive. Anyway, when I got back, I pulled up my little reference photo of Vidya's wings and just sketched it out about the size I thought would work. And while I show you that, let me tell you what the actual plan is.
I bought 2 different gauges of wire, a 16 gauge and a 14 gauge, which I probably could have done the 16 and then even softer gauge. And it's steel wire because it needs to stand by itself. Jewelry wire is much softer, so it doesn't stand by itself as well. But the heavy wire creates the frame of the top and bottom wing, which I built separately from each other. The softer wire builds all of the swirlies inside the wing. And then I bought electrical tape because it looks metallic. And I ripped up that to tape all the pieces of cut wire to each other. It felt like it took so long to just make the frames for these wings. I think it probably took me 8 hours to do both wings. But you can see all the tape connecting all the pieces, and that creates our 2 little wings. And then guess what? My back hurt, so I took a side quest. We're going to the theater. The theater. I went to go see Anne of Green Gables because my roommate at the time was directing it, and it was a really, really fun show. Highly recommend. Set was awesome. Costumes were so good. Very fun. Now back to it. Finishing up putting the top and bottom of the wings together. And then I attached the mechanism to insert it into a corset, which since wearing it, I've learned that the U-band that usually people will put in the wings, kind of important. The piece that connects the 2 wings actually allows them to stand up properly and not twist in on themselves. And I was trying to be cool, and I want to be able to store them easily so they aren't physically connected to each other. They are 2 individual wings, but I've learned they kind of need to be attached to each other. So keep that in mind if you make a pair. The way I did it, I made sort of like a V shape, basically, doubling up on the wire, on the heavier gauge wire, doubling up on the heavy gauge wire to make sure it's sturdy. And I taped down one side of the V onto around the middle of the wing so that when it gets inserted into the corset, it sits down into the back. You'll see when I try it on. Which actually, I'll do right now. You can see me just slipping it into the back of my shirt, pretend I have a corset on, and it just slips down the back of the corset. Except it does need something to connect the 2 pieces so that they don't flop like they currently are. Guys, they look pretty good. So let's actually finish them. We're covering the wire frames in cling film. So I just laid out my cling film, and it's holographic cling film. No, it's not cling film. It's cellophane. I laid it out on a drop cloth so I don't make a mess, and then laid my wings on top of the cellophane, and then I wanted to add glitter, so I added the glitter glue that I got in Michael's in the tips and in some of the swirls and just everywhere. After letting all that dry, which didn't take very long, I sprayed it all with spray Gorilla Glue and unrolled the cellophane on top of it to encase all the wire. This was probably not the greatest method choice, especially to do by myself because it got very wrinkly, but it's whatever. It still worked. Now to finish it all off, a couple of finishing details. I tried to heat up the cellophane so that it would sort of melt together, but all I had was a random hairdryer I found in the house I was renting, and it didn't really do anything. Did I still try to do it on both wings? Yeah, I did, and it didn't really do anything. But a heat gun would probably work better, but you'd have to be very careful not to melt it. And this is just to theoretically, since it didn't work on mine, get rid of any air bubbles. And then I just cut off all the excess that I left around the edges of the wings so that it had a nice crisp shape. And then guys, they're done. Total time making these was a day and a half, which is less than I thought. Maybe 10 or 12 hours total. it was a lot of fun. They look really cute.